From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Good Friday morning. All right, folks, here we go. We have an alert day for today and for tomorrow as firework-induced fires are looking likely over these next couple of days. We'll tell you why later in the show, but I think it kind of speaks for itself, right? We're going to be hotter as we head into this holiday weekend. High temperatures around 90 degrees, and the forecast staying dry in terms of precip chances over these next 7 days. Okay, so we have the alert day for today and for tomorrow. It's going to be gusty. It is going to be very to critically dry out there, and we just know that people are going to be shooting off fireworks. So we'll have a lot more to say about that later in the show. The real feels out there this morning feels pretty good, 50s and 60s for lower elevations. I continue to show the real feels because we continue to have gusts, although the gusts not as impactful as they have been over the last couple mornings, but they will ramp back up later in the day. In the Tri-Cities, we're expecting our windiest time frame to be after 2 p.m. So for this July 3rd, highs up into the 80s and 90s, but again, fireworks, fire concerns, top of mind. We'll talk all about that coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
And right now, Kaboom Corner isn't just a fireworks stand, it's a business on a mission, the family tradition with a message. And more crews, more dispatchers, and more radio channels, why the holiday demands a different playbook for Franklin County firefighters. Plus, a Richland fire chief says if the house burns again, it's unsafe for firefighters. What's still sitting on the Poland Street property?
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
The Halloween weekend is almost here. Thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Zoe Salas. America's 250th birthday is just a day away, and one local fireworks stand is taking fire safety seriously. Kaboom Corner is ran by a woman and her husband, a Hanford Fire District firefighter, who says selling fireworks comes with a responsibility to educate customers on how to use them properly. The owner said the 4th of July was her family's biggest holiday growing up, and opening this stand meant getting to share their passion and important safety information.
We take fireworks safety very serious. We love the 4th of July, and we wanted to make it extra special for everybody else. Being a firefighter, we've seen the awful injuries that people have had.
Staff recommends fireworks based on a customer's experience level and make sure buyers know where fireworks are legal to light. They also walk customers through proper disposal and what to do if a firework fails to launch, which is to not relight it. Also speaking on the 4th of July, it's a blast for some, but for our pets, it can be a terrifying experience. We're turning to Tri-Cities Animal Services for ways to keep your four-legged friends safe and calm this holiday weekend. The Tri-Cities Animal Services manager says that the loud, unpredictable booms of fireworks can trigger severe anxiety, often causing pets to bolt or hide in fear. To prepare, he suggests ensuring your pet is microchipped and that their collar is secure with up-to-date contact information. If the worst happens and your pet dog does go get loose, he recommends using local social media groups to help track them down quickly.
Some people like to celebrate a little early, so you might be caught off guard. I know where I live, there's already been some loud fireworks going off, sending my dogs running and hiding under the bed. So you just got to be prepared for that. Reach out to your local veterinarian, find out if your pet's needs requires any kind of medication or anything specific from them for advice as well.
One final tip to keep the holiday treats to yourself. He advises that avoiding sharing any food from your barbecue with your pets. And since the holiday weekend is almost here for most, it's a time for celebration. But for our local firefighters, it's the start of one of their busiest, most critical shifts of the year. Apple Valley News Now's Monique Garcia is taking us inside the playbook they're using to keep our community safe.
For Franklin County Fire District 3, the 4th of July isn't just a holiday, it's a massive logistic operation. Chief Mike Harris says this level of protection doesn't happen overnight. It's the result of months of preparation.
Started in about mid-June. So we actually met in May with the local fire chiefs, and we took a look at some of the lessons we learned from last year, 4th of July. For the call volume and the type of calls we went on and how we covered all of them between the cities and the fire districts. And then in May, we kind of unveiled our usual playbook.
The strategy is built on communication. When the calls start pouring in, the standard radio channels can get overwhelmed. To prevent that, they're shifting their entire dispatch system.
We have our primary dispatch channel. Benton County uses one channel. We use another channel, so we add an extra dispatcher at our 911 dispatch center to monitor the fire traffic, because we normally operate on one common channel, but we divide it into two to take that load off of that main primary channel. And then we've got a contingent plan. If something gets really busy, we have a third channel that we can bring into play.
But it's not just about what's happening on the radio. It's about boots on the ground. Chief Harris says they're staffing up, knowing that the emergency response needs will stretch far beyond their own district lines.
We'll have extra crews on duty just in anticipation of the number of calls that we'll get. And maybe not even necessarily the number of calls we'll get in Franklin County 3. But we know that the city of Pasco, or even across the river in Benton County, will get a large number of calls.
To manage the surge, they've even adjusted how they respond to calls. Instead of sending full crews to every report, they're using a verify first approach to ensure resources are exactly where they are needed most.
One goes and checks it out and upgrades it en route based on the information they see in the comments of our CAD dispatching, our computer-aided dispatch, or if they see a big glow in the sky, on the hill, fire running up the hill, they automatically upgrade it.
With the holiday falling on a Saturday, crews are bracing for a long, high-stakes weekend, with extra staffing locked in from Friday through Sunday night. Reporting in Franklin County, Monique Garcia, Apple Valley News Now.
The chief also says while fireworks are legal in the city of Pasco, they are strictly illegal in Franklin County. The Oregon State Police Fish and Wildlife Division just wrapped up a multi-county poaching investigation. It led to the sentencing of 48-year-old Christopher Matson of Umatilla, including a lifetime hunting license revoked from him and more than $114,000 in fines. OSP says the investigation began in 2024 after receiving information that Matson, a former Oregon Department of Corrections officer, had been illegally taking big game animals. Investigators served a search warrant in February 2025, seizing multiple animals and firearms as evidence. Police say a total of 67 criminal charges were preferred for prosecution, including allegations ranging from unlawful take and possessions of black bear with the aid of bait, and unlawful take of deer and elk, to tag violations and fire alarms related offenses. The case involved multiple different counties. And a verdict is in for one man in Benton County who assaulted a victim with a no-contact order in place. The jury found Ramiro Rodriguez Jr. guilty of one count of violation of a court with notice of domestic violence allegation, intimate partner, and one count of tampering with a witness. The prosecuting attorney's office says after the victim reported the assault, Rodriguez tried to get the victim to recant, sending them multiple messages. He even went as far as to provide the victim with a story to tell police. The sentencing hearing for Rodriguez is set for July 15th. And for health news, Granger Pond and Hissey Park will continue to be closed after E. coli and total chloroforms were found in the water. Officials are advising residents to avoid any contact with the water and to keep pets away as well. To prevent exposure, officials have also closed nearby park facilities. They say the area will remain closed until further testing confirms that it's safe to reopen. We now head into Richland, where it's been a month since a fire destroyed a Poland Street home that neighbors call the Hoarder House. Apple Valley News Now's Caleb Stipkovitz tells us why this property could still be dangerous and what the city is doing to clean the place up.
Junk and debris are still piled high a month after a fire started in the kitchen of this Poland Street home, burning it down. Neighbors say that they remember it like it happened yesterday.
I was washing dishes, I heard popping, I hear bloody murder, I hear someone saying, get the dog, and I'm just like, wow. You know, that's kind of sad because, you know, it was their home.
After a restless night of fighting the flames, firefighters say that they made a dangerous discovery. In court documents obtained by Apple Valley News Now, Richland Fire Chief Randy Ost says that his crews found several fire hazards scattered in the debris. That includes gas cans, car engines, and leaking air conditioners, propane tanks with one actively dripping, and several 55-gallon barrels containing mystery substances. Additionally, when the home caught fire in June, firefighters couldn't access the property's gas shutoff, forcing a natural gas company to come in and prevent any further disaster.
Cascade Natural Gas had to find the line in the road and make access through the asphalt and put a valve on it and cap it there.
Several hazardous items have been removed from the property, but some are still at the scene, including several propane tanks. I observed at least 3 visible from the road. Chief Ost says that any future fire at the property would likely be unsafe for firefighters, and that makes neighbors uneasy.
Yeah, it worries me. We could all die. Like, that's not safe at all. I'm gonna be real with you. My opinion, I'm a helping person. I like to help other people. I think the community, should come through and help out. If they want it gone, we should all help out.
Court documents show that the city of Richland has tried to work with the owner to clean up the property since 2024, and the city is looking to declare a public nuisance and issue a warrant of abatement on the home. That case will be heard in the Benson County Superior Court on July 10th. Caleb Sipkovitz, Apple Valley News Now.
We are currently working to get the full story of the city's efforts to clean up the property. And still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest, what does a milestone birthday party in American history look like? The celebrations marking the occasion. Taking a live look out into Pasco, look like a beautiful sunrise. We've got some pink in the sky, look like it's gonna be a nice warm day. Just exactly how warm will we get today and through this holiday weekend? Stay tuned after this.
Congratulations, Pam! You just won $1,000 for pet overpopulation prevention as part of our Volunteers Count program.
Yeah, we can always use volunteers in the spay neuter clinic. It's a very busy place, and there's something to do for anyone who would like to come in and help out.
STCU honors volunteers in our community. To nominate someone, click on Volunteers Count at applevalleynewsnow.com.
Get ready to experience the elegance, feel the excitement, witness the #1 brand in burlesque. Saturday, July 11th at Legends Casino Hotel. It's a night of dazzling costumes and breathtaking performances you don't want to miss. Secure your seats today and prepare to be amazed. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com or the Legends Gift Shop. The Lala's Burlesque Show, Saturday, July 11th, Legends Casino Hotel.
Ever feel like something's missing? Like there's a hole in your morning routine? Well, we've got just the thing. At Some Bagels, we make more than fresh bagels. We make a variety of baked goods to fill your day with everything you've been missing. Have your favorite coffee drink with our in-house roasted espresso beans. And enjoy your bagel with our flavored cream cheeses. Because at Some Bagels, the only thing better than the hole in the middle is everything around it. I want some, you want some, we want some, gimme Some Bagels.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through July 31st, receive rebates up to $1,400 off on a new Daikin Fit system when paired with an eligible Daikin ductless system at Bruce Heating and Air.
Apple Valley News Now's Young Hearts thanks Shelby's Floral and Hapo Community Credit Union for supporting Bikes for Tykes. If you know a child who needs a bike but can't afford one, click Bikes for Tykes on our website. From Shelby's Floral, Hapo Community Credit Union, and Apple Valley News Now.
Tonight, from the people who illuminated the Eiffel Tower and Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris, what will they do now with Lady Liberty? And David Muir climbs to the top of the torch.
Lady Liberty, as you've never seen her before.
The event tonight.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. It will be hot as we head into this holiday weekend, or very warm at the very least. Just kind of depends on semantics and how warm-blooded or cold-blooded you are. But for today, we're going to be around 80 by lunchtime in the Yakima Valley, and then mid-80s for the warmest part of the day, although I think we'll be a little bit closer to 90 in Yakima. So 90 for the Tri-Cities, 89 for Hermiston, 83 in Ellensburg. It is going to be just about as warm as you would expect for this time of the year in comparison to average. We'll keep temperatures around 90 in Yakima through Sunday, and then closer to 95 by next Monday and Tuesday. That'll be 10 degrees warmer than normal for this time of the year. Still really haven't had a run-in with 100, so hopefully we can keep up that momentum throughout the rest of summer. UV index jumped up from the high to very high category for today on a scale from 1 to 11. It's an 8, so that means that your skin could burn within 15 minutes. So be sure that you're putting on the SPF 30 at least, that you're reapplying at least every couple hours and taking plenty of breaks in the shade. Okay, we go from Friday to Saturday. Saturday night, the State Fair Park, 4th of July fireworks in Yakima. You see the weather, in terms of the temperatures, it's going to feel awesome, but those breezes picking up, which is why we want the fireworks to be left to the professionals like this. However, I don't think everyone's going to listen, so we are going with an alert day because of the potential of firework-induced fires. We'll talk about that coming up in a few minutes.
Tomorrow marks 250 years since America declared independence from Britain, leading to the formation of our country. Big celebrations are happening from coast to coast, north to south, and ABC's Karen Waugh has the details.
If there's anything Americans can agree on from sea to shining sea, it's that America's 250th birthday deserves all the pomp and circumstance. Plans for a nationwide celebration have been in the works for more than a decade. Leading up to this weekend, there have been a series of commemorations across the country, including a time capsule burial.
I pledge to give America the most spectacular birthday party the world has ever seen.
President Trump also setting up what he calls the Great American State Fair on the National Mall, featuring a Ferris wheel and state exhibits. Security is tight here in Washington, including from the air. The FBI deploying anti-drone technology. And for the first time ever, a 3-mile swath of the Potomac River shut down to private boats all day.
So we've surged over 1,000 additional people, in addition to our regular Coast Guard forces, 79 boats to 13 cities to make sure we are prepared for any contingency.
Part of the reason for that shutdown is security, but also for what's billed as the largest fireworks show ever. The display will blast off Saturday night from these huge barges in the Potomac River. But it all starts tonight. The Disney Celebrates America event will broadcast for 24 hours, with celebrations from Philadelphia to New Orleans to Alaska. David Muir kicks things off, reporting from inside the Statue of Liberty.
Also tonight, there is a fireworks show set to happen at Mount Rushmore, which the president will attend. All right, coming up here on Good Morning Northwest, I know everyone is excited for the weekend, but we have an alert day today and tomorrow that we need to go over. So everything you need to know to be prepared heading into this weekend and these alert days. Stay with us on the other end of the break.
Join the mission and help us tell men and women with high blood pressure or type 2 diabetes about the UACR urine test. It can help detect kidney damage early and related heart risk. Learn more at detectthesos.com.
At Prosser Memorial Health, expert skincare starts close to home. Board-certified dermatologist Dr. Richard Lynn is now seeing patients of all ages at Prosser Specialty Clinic, providing comprehensive medical dermatology services. From skin cancer detection and treatment to acne, rashes, psoriasis, and mole or wart removal, you can trust experienced, personalized care. Schedule your appointment today with Dr. Lynn by calling 509-786-5599 or visit prosserhealth.org.
Experience the spirit, strength, and tradition of Native American culture at the 30th Annual Powwow at Wild Horse Resort and Casino. Join us for a celebration featuring traditional drumming, dancing, authentic cuisine, artisan vendors, and more. Featuring host drum Bad Eagle. Feel the rhythm as drum and dance contestants go head-to-head for $140,000 in cash and prizes. This powerful cultural gathering is free and open to the public. Happening July 3rd through July 5th. Wild Horse Resort and Casino, celebrating 3 decades of fun.
Ready to move to the music and savor the munchies? Join Tri-County Partners Habitat for Humanity for the 9th Annual Music and Munchies, Saturday, September 19th at the Reach Museum in Richland. Doors open at 4:30 p.m. Tap your toes to live music, taste local bites, and bid in the silent auction. Presented by Tri-County Partners and Peton Wealth. Every bite and every beat helps build safe, affordable homes. See you under the stars.
Have you heard about refractive lens exchange? K2 Vision RLE means no glasses, no contacts, and no readers permanently. And you'll never develop a cataract.
No glasses or readers. K2 Vision RLE.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Yes, we do have alert days in place for today and for tomorrow because of this bad boy right here. Firework-induced fires likely. It's not very often that I say fires are likely because a lot of times, sometimes there's sort of some randomness. You know, you're kind of banking on someone not dragging chains behind their vehicle. You're banking on someone not starting up a burn pile. But this time we know that people are going to be shooting off fireworks. So we can say with some semblance of certainty that there will be vegetation fires over these next couple nights. And we'll show you why we're a little worried that they could spread quickly. Okay, for this evening after 5 p.m., gusts across the map, 15 to 35 miles per hour. That doesn't sound like those are very fast wind gusts, but when it's this dry, it really doesn't matter, and it will be very dry, level 3 out of 5 on our scale. Okay, but the big day, America's birthday, you see gust across the map, this time a little bit stronger, anywhere between 20 to 40 miles per hour. And this is kind of what I was a little concerned about. I was saying yesterday when this was coming in at very dry, I said it's closer to critically dry. Well, it's now been upgraded to critically dry for tomorrow. So it's going to be critically dry and gusty. People are going to be willingly putting ignition sources out there. So we know that vegetation fires are going to start. If you feel you must shoot off fireworks, please abide by your local guidelines, either county or city, municipality. Okay, no rain's going to save us over the next 7 days, unfortunately, as high pressure continues to build in from the south, temperatures going up and rain chances staying down. Here is the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Highs in the low 90s for the holiday weekend. Fire concerns top of mind Friday and Saturday. By the way, if you look past all the fire stuff, it's going to be a nice weekend. Lots of sunshine, highs in the low 90s, but unfortunately, I feel like the fire stuff has to take priority here. Okay, Yakima, evening gusts over the next couple days, likely touching 90 with lots of sunshine for the 4th. In Ellensburg, gust of up to 40 miles per hour possible on Independence Day, then eyeballing another round of suspect winds for next week. For Hermiston, breezy through the 4th. That's as highs continue to warm up, around 95 degrees by next Monday and Tuesday. Finally, for Walla Walla, a dry and very warm to hot forecast, and obviously concerned about firework-induced fires as we head into the holiday weekend. But again, we're not sleeping on next Tuesday and Wednesday, another round of winds, but we're just going to have to triage that for now.
Well, it looks like it's catching up to us, Josh. The big day, the big fire concerns. It's It's here. It's here now.
It's here, so now we're just kind of in watch and wait mode. We hope everyone has been taking in, absorbing all this information over the last week, and that we can dodge a big bullet. We want everyone to have an awesome, safe time this weekend.
Of course, yes. All right, well, still ahead here, a star-powered donation, a Broadway debut, and 6 films with 6 #1 openings. We'll be right back with your Hollywood Minute.
The Y Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
At Ace, we know whether you grill with charcoal, gas, pellet, or griddle, we've got the perfect grill for you. Because only your local Ace has all the best brands in one place, like Weber, Big Green Egg, Traeger, and Blackstone. With free assembly and delivery of your new grill, along with all the sauces, rubs, and grilling extras, you'll have everything you need for your perfect barbecue. That sounds pretty perfect. Around the block, what you need in stock, with service so good it's guaranteed.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Congratulations, Pam! You just won $1,000 as part of our Volunteers Count program. STCU honors volunteers in our community. To nominate someone, click on Volunteers Count at applevalleynewsnow.com.
If your bath has seen a lot of life, nobody gives it new life like Bath Fitter. Whatever shape your bath is in, Bath Fitter will transform it with an amazing number of styles and watertight walls that are grout-free and easy to clean. With 40 years of experience, Bath Fitter knows what people want. An affordable remodel that isn't just beautiful, it's guaranteed for life. When it's time to give your bath new life, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
This is real life. This is also real life for those who shopped at Fred's Appliance. At Fred's Appliance, we don't do gimmicks, just clean laundry and everyday low prices. Right now, all laundry is on sale from GE, LG, Maytag, and more. Save big on top load and front load washers and dryers. We're here whenever you need us. Shop the largest supply of in-stock, get-it-today inventory in the region, only at your local Fred's Appliance.
Apple Valley News Now's Young Hearts thanks Shelby's Floral and Hapo Community Credit Union for supporting Bikes for Tykes. If you know a child who needs a bike but can't afford one, click Bikes for Tykes on our website. From Shelby's Floral, Hapo Community Credit Union, and Apple Valley News Now.
The Y Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
Welcome back for your entertainment news. A certain high-profile couple is getting married at Madison Square Garden this weekend, and they've just made a big impact in New York and beyond.
Supposedly,
Supposedly.
Right? So here's David Daniel with today's Hollywood Minute.
Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce reportedly have donated $26 million to food banks and other charities, largely in cities they've called home: Kansas City, Nashville, and New York. 26, of course, is Taylor's lucky number times 2. Tracee Ellis Ross is making her Broadway debut in a one-person show. The Golden Globe-winning actress is set to perform in Every Brilliant Thing beginning Tuesday through August 9th. She'll succeed Mariska Hargitay as the nameless protagonist in the solo show. She, in turn, took over for Daniel Radcliffe, who began the play's run this spring. Minions and Monsters is getting a running start on the holiday weekend. Deadline reports the animated adventure made more than $14 million on its opening day Wednesday. Universal traditionally releases the Minions and Despicable Me movies just ahead of July 4th, and all 6 previous films in the franchise have opened at number 1. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
I'm just now learning that the new Minions movie came out. I did not know that.
You gonna see it?
Oh yeah, I'm a big Minions fan. Love that franchise. Yeah. All right, well, coming up here, dry conditions call for extra precautions. What Hermiston officials are saying to keep the 4th of July safe. Also ahead, attracting new businesses to Moses Lake starts long before they arrive. How the Chamber of Commerce is setting the groundwork. But first, it's time for your Tech Bites.
In today's Tech Bites, a mission to rescue a space telescope before it falls back to Earth. A 3-armed robot was set to launch on a rocket from a plane over the Pacific early this morning. The robot's mission is to chase down the Swift Observatory telescope, grab it, and give it a giant boost to raise it into a higher, safer orbit. Facial recognition is at the center of another lawsuit. A man who was mistakenly arrested with the help of facial recognition technology is suing authorities in Phoenix. Javier Nunez spent nearly a year in jail for murder. Records show he was released after forensic evidence ruled him out. And finally, Kelsey Fendler is about to complete a 2,400-mile journey from California to Hawaii in a rowboat by herself. She's been sharing her journey on social media with her millions of followers. She's set to arrive tomorrow, setting a world record. Those are your Tech Bites. I'm Hannah Battah. Have a great day.
Airwick's Essential Mist Diffuser is conveniently cordless and portable for the type of person who's always inviting friends to. With adjustable fragrance levels and a wide range of scents, Airwick Essential Mist creates an inviting ambiance every time you host, so you're always ready for anyone to. Now available in marble design. Airwick, always fragrant, always inviting.
Greatness doesn't happen overnight. It happens every morning. Whole body nutrition and fuel to start whatever's next. Quaker, official sponsor of FIFA World Cup 26.
When you don't use Bounce, dryer heat can be a real monster.
A stat monster in a dryer.
I steal the freshness from your just washed laundry. Bounce! Oh, it fights dryer heat static and makes your laundry fresh again. Put a sheet on it with Bounce.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest. On your side.
Good Friday morning. Thank you for spending it with us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Zoe Solis. Now we know tomorrow is the big 4th of July 250, and I know we have some alert days that people need to be very aware of. Josh, take it away.
Yeah, we're like, woohoo, over the celebration, but we're boo over the conditions that are in place. It's going to be very dry to critically dry out there, gusty. And so if the last couple of years are any indication, we know that there are going to be multiple vegetation fires over the next couple nights, but especially for tomorrow night. High temperature is going to be around 90 degrees for this holiday weekend, and the forecast staying dry over these next 7 days in terms of precip chances. So yes, the alert day for tonight and for tomorrow night, we're mostly, I know this says Friday and Saturday, but we're mostly concerned about the nightcaps when, of course, people are going to be shooting off the most fireworks. Okay, we'll take you back to this morning where the real feels in the 40s and 50s for lower elevations, 59 for the Tri-Cities, 58 in Yakima. The wind gust, it still is breezy in the Kittitas Valley. Elsewhere, we're not really seeing that for now, but just know we will see some gusts picking up in the valley, in the Yakima Valley, around 7, 8 p.m. and after that. So for this July 3rd, highs in the 80s and 90s for lower elevations, a beautiful day, but we'll have a lot more to say about the fire concerns coming up a little bit later in the show.
All right, thank you for that, Josh. Now in Hermiston City, officials are reminding people to celebrate the 4th safely. As Josh was just saying, fire danger remains high. City officials say while some ground-based fireworks are legal in Hermiston, aerial fireworks are not. The reminder comes as Oregon fire crews have already responded to a number of wildfires this summer. The Oregon State Fire Marshal also reminds people fireworks which fly into the air, explode, or travel more than 12 feet are illegal without a permit. Officials encourage residents to use only legal fireworks and take extra precautions in the dry conditions.
Make sure you have a clear area. Even if you really want to be watchful, consult with the fire department where you're at and see what they would recommend, how much area to clear out, and just try to remove all that type of debris that could catch on fire easily.
City officials say a little extra caution can go a long way in helping keep the holidays safe for families, neighbors, and first responders. And in Yakima, car tabs for drivers in the city are now $20 less. The change officially went into effect on Wednesday, July 1st. In February, the City Council voted to eliminate the city's $20 transportation benefit district car tab fee and replace it with a 0.1% sales tax instead. The tax will sunset after 10 years, and if drivers renewed early and their plates were expiring in July, the mayor of Yakima tells us that you are likely eligible for a refund. All you need to do is contact City Hall and they will mail you a check. Continuing coverage over here, opponents of Washington State's new millionaire's tax took collected signatures to the Secretary of State's office Thursday afternoon in an ongoing effort to repeal the tax. Let's Go Washington launched an initiative to let voters decide on repealing the tax through a measure that would appear on this November's ballot. Under state law, the group needs at least roughly 309,000 signatures for the measure to appear on ballots. The group collected over 511,000.
And there's three things that we've heard them say consistently over and over. Number one is not one single person we talked to believes Olympia when they say this income tax is not coming for them. Number two, they hear the echo of Gregoire when she says Washington State does not have a revenue problem, it has a spending problem. And the final thing, they really don't trust Washington.
Now that the signatures are turned in, the Secretary of State's office will verify and determine whether a required threshold has been met. Supporters of the tax, including Governor Bob Ferguson, who signed the measure into law in March, says it will ensure everyone in the state is paying their fair share. As Moses Lake continues to grow, the Chamber of Commerce says helping local businesses succeed today is an important part of attracting new businesses to the community tomorrow. For more than a year, the Chamber has operated its Chamber Catalyst Center. It's a business incubator that provides affordable commercial space, shared resources, business mentoring, and educational workshops for startups. The Chamber says it also helps connect businesses with community partners, brings stakeholders together to solve local issues, and champions projects that support long-term business growth throughout the city.
It's always interesting to hear the public when a new business lands here, and sometimes it's negative. They're like, we don't need another business of that category here. But what they don't realize is that business adds to our tax base, and that tax base is what is attracting additional businesses.
Chamber officials say their goal is to keep building an environment where local businesses can grow while continuing to attract new investment. And coming up here on Good Morning Northwest, Eastern Washington baseball will be represented in New Mexico, the team earning the rare shot at being named the nation's best. And when we come back, also more on your weather forecast in your area. How hot are we going to get for this big America 250 this weekend? Find out when we come back.
Tonight, from the people who illuminated the Eiffel Tower and Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris, what will they do now with Lady Liberty? And David Muir climbs to the top of the torch.
Lady Liberty, as you've never seen her before.
The event tonight.
The Y Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
Join the mission and help us tell men and women with high blood pressure or type 2 diabetes about the UACR urine test. It can help detect kidney damage early and related heart risk. Learn more at detectthesos.com.
During the Beauty Rest 4th of July sale at Mattress Depot USA, save up to $1,000 on select Beauty Rest black adjustable sets. With the ultimate motion separation, pressure relief, and temperature management, you'll step into a world-class sleep experience. Save up to $1,000 during the Beauty Rest 4th of July sale at Mattress Depot USA.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Bathfitter showers have got people talking. Our wide selection of showers means it's exactly what we wanted. Seamless and watertight walls are much easier to clean than tiles and grout. And they stay in excellent shape. Every Bathfitter shower is backed by a lifetime warranty. And with thousands of 5-star reviews, the experience exceeds expectations. It's no wonder millions of Bathfitter customers love their new shower. It just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Gear up for summer like no other with Legends Cup. From the first whistle to the final goal, it's a 3-month marathon of massive payouts. Kick it with us every Thursday from June to August for a chance to win your share of $275,000. Just use your Legends Rewards card to earn entries. The stakes are high, the prizes are huge. Legends Cup, only at Legends Casino Hotel. The pitch is calling. Will you answer?
Apple Valley News Now's Young Hearts thanks Shelby's Floral and Hapo Community Credit Union for supporting Bikes for Tykes. If you know a child who needs a bike but can't afford one, click Bikes for Tykes on our website. From Shelby's Floral, Hapo Community Credit Union, and Apple Valley News Now.
The Y Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
Tonight, from the people who illuminated the Eiffel Tower and Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris, what will they do now with Lady Liberty? And David Muir climbs to the top of the torch.
Lady Liberty, as you've never seen her before.
The event tonight.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. It is going to be toasty as we head into this 4th of July weekend. Now, it's not going to be anything out of the ordinary, but it will be hotter as opposed to what we've had for the first, 4 days of this work week. Going to be around 80 for this Friday in the Tri-Cities around lunchtime, that is, then closer to 90 for the warmest part of the day. So let's go ahead and give you a zone-by-zone tour of this July 3rd forecast. Start off up in the Cascades. We're going to have highs in the 60s and 70s. And yes, there will be a very low wind chance that we could see a shower. In the Kittitas Valley, highs in the 70s and 80s, 83 in Ellensburg. And then for the Yakima Valley, a bunch of 88s, crazy 8s up and down the valley. And then for the lower Columbia Basin will be around 90 degrees, 90 for the Tri-Cities, 89 for Benton City. For the Blue Foothills, mostly in the 80s. In fact, it looks like we're all going to be in the 80s, but very close to 90 for Milton Freewater. And then for the Blue Mountains, 60s, 70s, and 80s, just kind of depending on your precise elevation. Okay, high temperatures going to stay around 90 over the next few days, closer to 95 in the Tri-Cities by next Monday and Tuesday. That's going to be, 5 to 10 degrees warmer than normal for this time of the year. Doesn't look like that'll sustain itself. And then looking ahead to tomorrow night, the River Fire, it's a very impressive display. The temperature's going to be, it's going to be very warm out there. You see the breeze is picking up, which is why we want the fireworks displays to be left to the professionals. However, I don't think it's going to pan out that way, which is why we're going with alert days. We'll talk more about that coming up in a few minutes.
All right, getting into sports over here, a team of high school baseball players from the area will represent Eastern Washington at one of the highest levels of baseball. The 18U Northwest 509 Stars qualified for the Connie Mack World Series in New Mexico. The Stars are one of just 12 teams to qualify and will battle for the title of the nation's best. The team is made up of players from the Tri-Cities and Spokane areas, and many have been playing baseball together for the past decade.
No, it's awesome. I think Eastern Washington baseball is, sports in general, is one of the most underrated talent in the country, and it's cool to go play the best of the best and show what we have, no matter what happens. I love this team and I love my guys, so it's going to be a good time.
The World Series is held in Farmington, New Mexico, and will go from July 23rd to August 1st. The team is currently fundraising to help support players and families traveling there. All right, stay with us on Good Morning Northwest, because when we come back, everything you need to know in your morning sprint, along with everything you need to know that's going into the alert day, not only for today, but for tomorrow on the big 4th of July as well. After this, when we come back.
Vance has been keeping homes comfortable since 1986. We've got you covered for heating, cooling, and electric. We do it all. Maintenance, repair, and installation. Just give us a call. We'll be right there. Our professional technicians fix it right and fix it fast. We guarantee you'll be happy with our equipment and service. Don't leave it to chance. Call Vance.
Congratulations, Pam! You just won $1,000 as part of our Volunteers Count program. STCU honors volunteers in our community. To nominate someone, click on Volunteers Count at applevalleynewsnow.com.
Resilience. At Shriners Children's, we're leaders in pediatric sports medicine. With expertise in sprains, tears, fractures, and other sports-related injuries, we're here to deliver the best care in the business and never allow your ability to pay for services to compromise the care your child needs. Because every great comeback starts with a game plan for empowering the extraordinary. Shriners Children's, the most amazing care anywhere.
Bath Planet brings life back to your bathroom with expert remodeling, custom designs, fast installation, and right now, save $1,000. Call for a free estimate today, 509-851-0669.
Cue the fireworks. Fred's Appliance is lighting up this 4th of July with incredible deals. Whether you're hosting summer cookouts or tackling everyday chores, Fred's has the appliances to keep your home running strong. This 4th of July, all refrigerators are on sale. Swing in today to find all brands and all styles in stock. From the durability of Frigidaire to the innovative technology of GE, find your next refrigerator at Fred's. Shop the largest supply of in-stock, get-it-today inventory in the region, only at Fred's Appliance.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Okay, we do have alert days over the next couple days because we just know people are going to be shooting off fireworks and it's going to be gusty and the vegetation is going to be very dry. And if the last couple of years were any indication, we just know there are going to be multiple vegetation fires, especially for tomorrow night. Let's talk about tonight as well. After 5 p.m. across the map, we'll see gusts between 15 to 35 miles per hour, and it will be very dry out there, level 3 out of 5 on our vegetation dryness scale. Okay, more so concerned about tomorrow. Of course, I just want to say from the outset, I want everyone to have an awesome festive time for tomorrow. But it is going to be gusty across the map, gusts between 20 to 40 miles per hour, and it will actually be critically dry, level 4 out of 5 on our scale, as opposed to just very dry. And people are going to voluntarily put ignition sources out into the ether. And so, again, because of that, we just know that there are going to be vegetation fires. Hopefully none of them pose any threat to life or property, but we can't bank on that fact. So to sign up for emergency alerts for Washington counties, go to mil.wa.gov/alerts/local, find your county and sign up. And then for Oregon counties, this would be Umatilla and Morrow County, oralert.gov, type in your address and sign up. Hopefully you don't have to utilize this, but I would take advantage of this just in case. Okay, the forecast in terms of precip chances, going to stay dry over these next 7 days. We have an area of high pressure that's building in from the south. That's going to make us hotter, and also that's going to keep our rain chances non-existent. Where'd they go? Eventually, maybe, hopefully one day they'll come back. Okay, here's the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Highs in the low 90s for the holiday weekend. Fire concerns top of mind for today and for tomorrow. And by the way, I just want to say, if you look past the fire stuff, it's going to be an awesome weekend out there. Lots of sunshine. The temperature is not going to be too oppressive, so it's everything you could wish for, minus the breezes and just how dry the vegetation is. In Yakima, evening gusts over the next couple days, likely touching 90 with lots of sunshine for the 4th. In Ellensburg, gusts of up to 40 miles per hour possible on Independence Day, then eyeballing another round of suspect winds for next week. For Hermiston, breezy through the 4th. That's as highs continue to warm up, around 95 degrees by next Monday and Tuesday. Finally, for Walla Walla, a dry and very warm to hot forecast, and obviously concerned about firework-induced fires as we head into the holiday weekend.
Now, the morning sprint.
With America's 250th birthday just a day away, one local fireworks stand is taking fire safety seriously. Kaboom Corner is ran by a woman and her husband who happens to be a Hanford District firefighter who say selling fireworks comes with a responsibility to educate customers on how to use them properly. Opening this stand meant getting to share their passion and important safety information. Staff recommends fireworks based on a customer's experience level, and they make sure buyers know where fireworks are legal to light. And as the 4th of July is a blast for some, but for pets, it can be a terrifying experience. The Tri-Cities Animal Services manager says the loud, unpredictable booms of fireworks can trigger severe anxiety. To prepare, he suggests ensuring your pet is microchipped and that their collar is secure with up-to-date contact information. If the worst happens and your pet does get loose, he recommends using local social media groups to help track them down quickly. And it has been 1 month after a notorious Richland home went up in flames. Firefighters say it is still a dangerous hazard to the area. Firefighters also say after an overnight battle to put the blaze out, they found several flammable hazards. That includes propane tanks, gas cans, car engines, and barrels of unknown substances. Although some materials have been removed, many are still in the piles of debris at the home today. Opponents of Washington State's new millionaire's tax took collected signatures to the Secretary of State's office on Thursday afternoon, and in an ongoing effort to repeal the tax, Let's Go Washington launched an initiative to let voters decide on repealing the tax through a measure that would appear on this November's ballot. Under state law, the group needs at least roughly 309,000 signatures for the measure to appear on ballots. The group collected over 511,000. Car tabs for drivers in the city of Yakima are now $20 less. The change officially went into effect on Wednesday, July 1st, and in February, the City Council voted to eliminate the city's $20 Transportation Benefit District car tab fee and replaced it with a 0.1% sales tax instead. If drivers renewed early and their plates were expiring in July, the mayor of Yakima tells us that you are likely eligible for a refund. New highway signs for President Donald J. Trump International Airport are going up in southern Florida. Crews installed this signage along Interstate 95 ahead of the holiday travel rush. The Palm Beach Airport's official name change takes effect on July 9th, but the transition will happen in phases. For example, the three-letter code on tickets and reservation systems will officially switch to DJT on August 18th. Airlines say the rollout will not disrupt flight schedules or ticketing. And in international news, a senior Iranian military official has warned the U.S. and Israel of, quote, harsh and regret-inducing responses, end quote, if they attack the country during funeral ceremonies for slain leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, according to state media. Iranian authorities are planning funeral ceremonies from July 4th through the 9th in locations across Iran and Iraq, months after his death in an airstrike on the first day of the U.S.-Israeli war with Iran on February 28th. And in business news, OpenAI reportedly is in early talks about possibly giving a 5% stake to the federal government. A recent funding round for the ChatGPT maker suggests the chunk could be worth more than $40 billion. A Financial Times story citing two sources says the conversations are in the preliminary stage. It says other AI firms could make similar moves as the industry faces scrutiny. And Arkansas is making a retail milestone. State officials unveil a historical marker at the site of the very first Walmart stores in Rogers, which opened July 2nd of 1962. That single store served as the testing ground for Sam Walton's everyday low prices model, which transformed retail across the country. Walmart now ranks among the largest retailers on the Fortune 500. Getting into your health here, West Nile virus season has begun early, with more cases reported at this point than in any other years since 2004. 48 cases of the mosquito-borne disease has been reported in 23 states, and most of the cases are considered severe. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention recommend using an insect repellent registered with the EPA, wearing long, loose-fitting clothing, and avoiding being outdoors between dusk and dawn, when the mosquitoes carrying West Nile are most active. The CDC has also issued a warning for a flesh-eating bacteria. Health officials are concerned about Vibrio vulficus, bacteria which can lead to deadly infections. The flesh-eating bacteria has been found in New York, Florida, and Mississippi. The CDC say that the bacteria thrives in warm coastal waters. And for your sports, Seattle hosts its final FIFA World Cup match on Monday, and organizers say it could be the biggest yet. The U.S. men return to the city with a quarterfinal spot on the line against Belgium. The tournament has already shattered records across Seattle, including 280,000 sound transit riders on Juneteenth and 85,000 people on the waterfront. Organizers expect Monday's match to break attendance records. And a former Olympic canoeist has been indicted by a grand jury in Washington, D.C. after he reached into the Lincoln Memorial reflecting pool. David Hearn was arrested last month by Park Police, and he is now charged with 1 count of destruction of property. The indictment said that the grand jury found that he maliciously did injure, break, and destroy the lining material of the pool. Hearn's attorney in a statement said his client is innocent and called the charges outrageous. And getting into what's trending, the nation's famous international hot dog eating contest will be held July 4th on Coney Island in New York.
And Joey Chestnut, the 17-time winner of the annual competition, will compete to defend his title while on probation.
Yes, and Chestnut pleaded guilty to 2 counts of battery in April. He slapped a man in an Indiana bar in March. According to court documents, a judge granted Chestnut permission to travel outside the state for the hot dog eating competition.
He's looking to take home his 18th title on Saturday and keep the signature mustard belt. He is a legend. So, okay, let's take competitive hot dog eating out of it for a second.
Right.
How many hot dogs do you think you could eat in one setting?
Well, you know that challenge where you try to eat a hot dog every inning of a baseball game?
I've not heard of that.
Okay, well, there's a challenge. You try to eat a hot dog every inning of a baseball game, and I tried that. I got to 3.
You got to 3?
3, and I was like, whoa.
I was about to say, I used to be able to squeak out 4. I think I'm at 3.
Yeah,
now,
I think 3 is like a good, it's like breakfast, lunch, dinner, maybe? I don't know. All right. Yeah. Well, up next here on Good Morning Northwest, at 6, one loud boom can send a pet out of sight. What Tri-Cities Animal Services wants every owner to know before the celebration begin. Plus, Washington voters may get the final say on the state's new millionaire's tax. The signature drive clearing a major hurdle. And we have a lot more coming up with the holiday tomorrow, Josh.
Yeah, be festive. We want you to celebrate by eating as many hot dogs as you can. Maybe pick up the hot dog and put down the fireworks. We'll tell you why that's the case coming up on Good Morning Northwest at 6.